Hello, class. I wanted to talk to y'all about Chapter 2, The Evolution of Management Thought. It's a fairly long chapter and can be a little dry, so I thought I'd insert a few little videos of me. Not that I'm not dry, but at least it would break up your reading a little bit. So I wanted to give you just a little bit of background about the chapter and what it's all about and why it is that our thinking about what managers, what role they play in organizations, why it's changed over time. And really, there are three factors that influence the changing ideas about the role of managers or the evolution of management thought over time. Changes can occur based upon what's going on in the economy. For example, we had a big shift in what we thought about management during the Industrial Revolution. Prior to that, we really didn't have organized management so much, and we certainly didn't study it because we had such a farming economy. But when the Industrial Revolution began, then we started to really analyze management as a system, as a way to better find better and more efficient ways to produce goods. So the assembly line was big, of course, during the Industrial Revolution, and a lot of the research in management during that time was how to make workers as efficient as possible. And so that introduced what's known as the scientific management approach, and you'll read all about scientific management. It's really the classical approach, and scientific management is the biggest field under the classical approach. It can also occur, changes in our ways of thinking can also occur because of social forces. So, for example, our ideas around unions, and as that has morphed over time and changed over time, then we've seen more introduction of taking better care of employees. So the Industrial Revolution really set us on a path of using workers almost as another means of production, almost like another piece of machinery. And then because of movements of the union and employees started demanding more from the organizations where they worked, managers started figuring out, you know what, I can get more done if I actually approach people as people and not pieces of machinery. And so that brought in what's referred to as the human relations movement, the human relations approach. And so that's another big area of management evolution that you'll look at. So economic forces can change our thinking about management, social forces, and also political forces. So all of those things kind of intertwined can change what we think about management. Another example of political forces during World War II, which was, of course, something that happened to our whole country based upon political concerns. That changed, again, the way that we thought about management as we, again, went back to more of a scientific approach to management. So we see that our thinking about management change over time, and it's because of those three forces: social forces, economic forces, and political forces. So I hope you enjoyed the chapter, and I'll insert another video or two to break up your reading and explain some more difficult concepts that you might find in the chapter.